In the Beginning by Dr. Walt Brown, Compelling Evidence for Creation and the Flood, page 149, figure 76. Kashmir Basin today. Consider whether this region and its bowl-shaped depression quickly rose several miles, carrying in its basin floodwaters and fish. If so, the potential existed for Lake Kashmir to later overflow its rim and quickly carve a huge canyon, leaving the Jhelum River as a remnant of that event. While legends and geological facts are consistent with this scenario, two questions remain. What could quickly lift the Himalayas, the most massive mountain range on Earth? Can conventional geology explain these geological facts? This chapter has answered the first question. Details below answer the second question. The Grand Canyon and many other canyons are prime exhibits showing that they too are best explained by a similar catastrophic event. Wouldn't it be nice if eyewitnesses could confirm this event? Consider the legend described below. Kashmir. A disputed territory high on the borders of northern India and Pakistan has an increasing geological and cultural history. Half of Kashmir's 7 million people live in an oval valley the size of Delaware, more than 1 mile above sea level. That valley is surrounded by high mountains containing fossils of sea life. Rain falling into the bowl-shaped region eventually enters the Jhelum River, which flows out between almost vertical canyon walls, 7,000 feet high, in a channel cut through the rim of the bowl. The Nilamata Purana, written sometime between the 6th and 8th century, contains many Hindu legends. Verses 138 to 180 tell of a vast ancient lake that once filled this valley and contained a demonic sea monster who ate people. Hindu gods decided to help the people by cutting an outlet for the lake's water through the surrounding mountains. Once the lake drained, the hero killed the immobilized monster. Since then, the lake's bottom has been a fertile home for the people of Kashmir, most of them whom know this story. Geologists have confirmed that the valley once held a giant lake. Thinly layered strata of clay, limestone, and shale containing microscopic seashells show that the valley was once underwater. Was this just a lucky guess by the ancient writers of the Nilamata Purana? Many myth? Did they understand geology and create a story to fit the evidence? They would have needed a microscope to see much of the evidence. This myth may be based on human observations of the carving of a huge canyon by the breaching of a natural dam. Geologists claim that the entire region, including the bordering Himalayan mountains, rose millions of years ago. If so, the fossils on top should have eroded away because erosion occurs rapidly in mountainous terrain subject to many freezing-thawing cycles. What lifted this region? How could a lake and fish accumulate above a high, remote, draining valley? Even if the valley's outlet had not yet formed, why would a large lake form at that cold, high elevation? Snow or glaciers might accumulate, but rarely a large lake. At high elevations, evaporation rates are generally faster and precipitation rates slower. Today, the world's largest lake, more than a mile above sea level in Lake Titicaca, astride the border of Bolivia and Peru. Kashmir's ancient lake was probably larger. If such a high lake could not form, or if it breached before it rose millions of years before humans evolved, why does a human account, historical or mythical, speak of the cutting of the canyon as the lake breached? The hydroplate theory unifies, clarifies, and provides additional details to this cultural and geological picture. As crashing hydroplates crushed, thickened, and buckled, the Himalayan mountains rose, and the waters drained off the continents. Every basin became a lake, regardless of elevation. Kashmir's lake was immediately full and could have held fish. Later, the people migrated to the region. The lake breached part of its boundary and quickly cut its canyon. Today, the upper Jhelum River is a remnant of that lake. Undoubtedly, other canyons of the world, including the Grand Canyon, formed in a similar way. In the Beginning by Dr. Walt Brown, page 149, Kashmir Lake.